okay? Or whenever you guys do your live sticks. This is the kit that we have coming in for you guys. It's a little bit different, but if you guys look here, it says IV Start Kit with Flush Syringe. It has everything that's in here. Alright, so you guys are going to be ready to go. We're not going to be hanging any bags or anything like that. We're just going to go off this stuff. So there you go. So why don't you open everything, inspect it how you would before you start an IV.
Okay.
Let's
So
think
I'm
about
gonna-
this. Let's work easier. You see how
Oh,
it's
okay.
perforated? You can just
Yeah.
tear it right off.
There's no pressure, is there, Julian?
I know, right?
Can't be as bad as tearing your bicep.
So I'm gonna check the expiration dates, make sure there's no particles.
Whenever you do that, try not to do it in your workspace. If you're gonna blow some water off, blow it on the floor, okay? We try to keep our workspace clean when we're doing this. So if you guys are ever gonna take the pressure off of the flush, or if you're gonna bleed the line out, make sure you guys always do it away from you. We don't want this to be wet or anything like that.
Can you go inside and to the right there, there's sharps, you don't have a sharps, can you grab a sharps container, please? Oh, never mind, there's one sitting there, a big one. Thank you.
Yeah, you can hand me that little one right there so you don't have to use the giant thing up here. Sorry about that. So, if I was you, I would put that tip back on that because you're not going to be able to start an IV and do everything with that open. Okay? You don't have to take that tip off until you have your IV started and you're ready to go with the catheter.
Oh, okay.
All right. So tell me what's going on before you put that on my hand. Describe what you're about to do to me. and
Okay,
tell
so
me
I'm
what's
about
going through your
to
head.
put an IV. Give you an IV
Why?
fluid into your veins.
Okay.
Some administer medications. So I'm gonna flush the air out of my pre-filled syringe. I'm gonna take the tourniquet, make sure everything's sanitary. You gotta hold your arm out.
People that seem like they're sick or frequent flyers or people that you see a lot, don't be afraid to ask them what arm is good. Don't just think you guys know it all. Which arm do they usually start an IV in? Oh, my left side's a lot better than my right. Okay. Now think about what you're gonna do with that. Is there anything you might want to ask me?
Or do you have any reactions to alcohol?
Well, that's not alcohol. That's what I'm asking you.
Oh.
All I would say is, do you have any allergies to iodine? You know, things like that. We usually use that one on the street.
Okay.
Push the dirt out. There you go. Good. Did you look at anything on that needle yet?
Looking for barbs.
Well, let's start on the outside of the package. I know you're a little nervous, so what are we looking for on the outside of the package?
The gauge, expiration date.
So if we see red, what color is that? Or paint, I should say.
It's a 20 gauge.
Okay, good. Remember where I told you the expiration date was?
2020, 930.
Okay, what else did I tell you about where the date is? Anybody remember?
Where you open it.
It's where you open it. It's a little bit harder with gloves. He's not just nervous. When you guys put gloves on, one thing I like to do, I usually wear a large glove, but if I know I'm going to be doing IVs and stuff like that, I'll put on a medium glove. really tight on your hands, it's going to make you sweat more, but you have a little bit more dexterity. You can feel around because you don't have that glove rolling over in your hand.
Alright. Let's make sure there's no barbs.
Good.
Catheters on there. Bevel up.
Right.
Alright.
Alright, so think about this real quick. If you're going to stab me right there, you got your thumb as an obstacle. And you just put your thumb in the clean area, and your thumb's not clean. Alright, so you still got that there. Go ahead and rub it a little bit more, and I'm going to try to help you out a little bit. Clean it back out. Alright, now this time what I want you to do, put your hand underneath my elbow, put your thumb right here, and see how you can still tighten the skin? And then you can set your hand down, and you have a stable platform. Alright, so when you do this, make sure you let them know you're going to feel a little stick, and then give them a countdown.
Okay, you're gonna feel a little stick.
Make sure you go slow enough to realize you're not going to stab me in a tendon or a bicep either. Actually, do me a favor, come back a little bit. You can still keep your angle, but don't go so close to this crease. We're going to come down a little bit. See my hair right there?
Yeah.
I want you to use that as a landmark, and I want you to go in. Go in not so much at a 45 like you're doing, because you might go straight through it if you go too fast. Flatten it out a little bit more, and then go in, okay?
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Go for it, buddy. Come on. Push it in. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Now flatten it out. Now, hold on a second. We're going to teach this. Hold it. You guys see the flash chamber, how it's filling up with blood?
Yeah.
It didn't fill up right away. We had a red line come up, and then it filled up, okay? Now what I want you to do, advance in straight, about another 1/8 to 1/4. All right, you're good. Now what I want you to do is try to flick that in with your finger. Just push it in. See how that's threading in right? It's just going straight in. It's not really kinking up. You guys don't see it wiggling in my hand or in my arm like that. And he's going to push it all the way in. There you go. Now you better be ready, because there's a lot of blood that's getting ready to come out there. So when you take this thumb off, squeeze it right down there hard. Push as hard as you can. Now start removing that catheter. Push a button. All right, hurry up. You're fine. Just hurry up, okay? Put that in there. Don't be nervous. Chill, okay?
You got the tip on there.
You're fine. Just relax. There you go. See, now what I want you to do, I can feel it spinning in my hand, okay? So what I want you to do, now when you have that pressed on there, take this thumb off, move your whole hand, grab the hub with 2 fingers, and 2 fingers, and then slowly twist it on, okay? Once you guys have that pressure fitting in there, you're not going to have to worry about no more blood coming out. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to maintain control of this. What do you want to do with this? Alright? Now I want you to pull back a little bit. See how there's blood coming out? Now what I want you to do, instead of you keeping your finger on that, I want you to maintain pressure, hold right here, don't close it. Because when you're going to flush that in, I'll show you. So take this hand, slide it up to here. I know you're pretty nervous, so just relax. You need to be able to see my IV site. And the reason why you need to see the IV site is because when that goes in, you want to see if it swells up, okay? It should just go in naturally, so go ahead and push that in nice and slow. There's no swelling. Make sure you keep this in line with the vein. So if my vein is like this, you always want to try to keep it straight. You don't want to put any undue pressure or anything on the line.
Okay.
And one thing you guys may not know is I can actually taste this right now. They're going to have a weird, like almost like you walk into a doctor's office taste, right? So it's going in nice and slow, right? So the next thing I want you to do, once that's all the way in, once you're happy with it, I want you to go ahead and, you forgot to open your Tegaderm, right? Your IV dressing. Will somebody do him the honor as an EMT? Also, do me a favor, get him an extra set of gloves. I'm going to hold this for you. I want you to change your gloves out, okay?
Okay.
Anytime you guys get a shit ton of blood all over you, change your gloves out. Because remember what I said, we're not going to seal this IV up with blood all over it, right? We want to try to clean it up as much as possible. I don't have AIDS or anything like that. You're fine. So remember, what did I teach you? What do we do before we put that on? Take control, put that on your hand. You can put it halfway on your hand. No, listen to me. There you go. Now I want you to take this flush out of my hand.
Okay.
Now look at your sight. What did I say we do before we put that thing on?
Clean it off.
Yep. Somebody else open that for him? So now, there you go. Hold on to that line. That's your most important thing. This is your guys' baby. This is like, until this is secured, this is just like an endotracheal tube. You don't let go. You don't let nobody else control it. You guys handle your situation because this is the work you guys did. Now another thing you may have to do, and I'll show you real quick, is we're gonna let that fall off. Put it over there. Sometimes, watch this, see how much fluid there is underneath that?
Right.
So we're gonna lift it up a little bit while keeping the hub pressed against the skin, and we can slide that under there and try to soak that up, okay? Slide it under there, move it around for a second, now lift it back up. Now that you feel like you got most of the blood off there, we'll go ahead and we'll seal it up. Go ahead and put that on there. There you go. You want those two facing outward that way, so you're good. Now seat it all. Push that whole thing down, because this clear thing, no, this whole thing is all sticky. See how that all sticks to my skin? You want that down. That way you can see the best picture possible. Don't forget that little guy right there. Push that guy down. Now get your longer one. You may have to slide that, okay? There you go. Good job. Don't cross them. I like to do it like this. If you cross it, sometimes it can do that, but if we just do this, it actually folds it up and it keeps a little bit of pressure, so the hub is sitting at an angle now. We're not flat against the skin and causing a kink inside the catheter. Alright, and then the last one, you're just going to go ahead and you're going to put that on there. Try not to put that so it's up in the crease or anything. We want to keep it on the same part. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Because like I said, what if I seized or something up there? At least if it's on the outside of the forearm, you guys could still try to give me something. If it's taped up here to my bicep and I seized, I'm going to clinch down like this. You guys aren't going to be able to give me anything. All right? Good job. Any questions?
Give him a big hand.
Good job, bro.
It's not too bad. You got your first one. Anybody want to take a look at this? Come here real quick.